curl, and then that's working, but essentially that's the motion. And then you curl, that's what's being worked. And you do that, squeeze at the top.
It's Duan Beyond from YouTube.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Well, it looks like you're working your biceps, your arms, eh?
Yeah, just doing a few bicep curls.
Good on you. I mean, I've seen those dumbbells. You know, I've got the same pair actually at home, but
Oh, really?
I just don't think I use them properly. Do you think you can, like, show me some tips how to work those arms with them dumbbells?
Yeah, actually, you've come to the right person. You just sit back, relax. I'm gonna show you some brutal arm workouts that you can do with just a dumbbell. Let's get started. So to start off, first exercise that we're gonna be doing today is the classic bicep curl. So you start off here and then you curl it. It's like really, it's one of the most simple movements that you can do, right? Curl up and just fight the urge down. Now I find it's always better for me to curl and do it like that as many times as I can, probably until about failure, because that way I find that it really helps strengthen my bicep, and arguably it can help you get stronger. It could be a better way to help increase strength. That's what I'm trying at the moment, and I find that it just works a whole lot better, slower you up. Another tip that I was also taught was that when you're doing bicep curl, to just always make sure you flex that tricep so it's more extended, and then at least that way you take the dumbbell through its full range of motion, and then you contract up the top, and you have to make sure that this arm stays still. The more the bicep grows, the better the mind muscle connection. Another tip is that you hold the dumbbell like on the end instead of holding it in the middle, and you put your pinky on the end. I tried this a little bit and I felt like a little bit more stronger contraction. And then from there, when I curl up the top, I twist it a bit and then I squeeze and then I come back down and fight it. That's a tough rep. Adjust the bench. And then that way it gives you something more to lean on. Another point that I'm gonna bring up as well, there's three heads of the bicep. There's that outer part. There's that middle part where you can't really see. It's the brachialis, right? It's that middle part that gets worked when your hand is in a hammer position. And then you've got that outer point. You do a curl, right? When you twist your arm out, that's working this inner part here. Then, for that middle point, which helps just push out that bicep, makes your arms a little bit more thicker, right? It does work a lot more on the forearms as well, is the hammer curl, right? So essentially, you just straight arm. Your arm is in a hammer position. Now, sometimes you can even go across your body as well, which I find works as well. You can alternate, go a bit here, you can go a bit there. Phone's ringing. When you're working your biceps, there's those three heads which you want to consider to build a full looking bicep, right? There was a trick, right? When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, right? Whatever part you can see is essentially being worked, right? It's a little trick to remember. So if you want to work this outer part in the mirror, you know, if you can see that outer part, because you go in close grip, right, here, because you can see this outer part, that's what you're working. Obviously the hammer curl works the mid part, and then obviously you just twist your arm out and then you curl, that's what's being worked. So, you know, just really easy and simple, and it's straightforward. You know, a good concentration curl, which is essentially, you see guys, they lean their elbow on their thigh like that. You see them, you know, looking in the mirror, you know, also serious. They're just like, I mean, that's just that iconic bicep exercise. It's iconic for a reason because, you know, it works and it helps isolate that bicep. And, you know, if you're someone who, you know, has trouble, you know, you're rocking and this and that, well, it's also a good way to straighten that arm and keep it there and really isolate that. Another tip I'd like to share with you guys right now, if you really want, you can spend some money and get one of those arm blasters, right? They're all good and, you know, they're beneficial. Those things that you see people put on, and then there's these plastic things that come out. I'll show you a picture on the screen. They really help rest your arm against something so you can concentrate on that bicep movement. But a little workaround until you decide to purchase one, or if you consider that maybe you don't even need one, what you can do is just rest your elbow against your body, right? And then do that, right? Because that is gonna help. That's what I did a bit to start helping me not like do any of like, you know, this stuff, but more there and like that, right? And then, you know, if you want to do outer ones, then you can. You just have to twist your body, twist your arm, rest it on your body. Might feel a little uncomfortable, but you get used to it and you just twist. To isolate that bicep even more, if you do have a bench handy, highly recommend one for just a home gym setup, especially an adjustable one. Gives you a lot more options. Place your arm, you know, you do that, squeeze up the top, and back down. And again, you can alternate, you can do hammer curls. So if you try and do hammer curls like this, you know, if the dumbbell's pretty big, it may limit your range of motion, right? From obviously, look at where my hand is compared to where my hand is this way. I mean, that range of motion that you can still go through can still be beneficial when you add a decent amount of weight that is right for you. So, you know, there's those things that you can do. And then depending on how you angle your body too, you know, you want to target more that outer. Good, good, good. Chop it down. Another variation is called the spider curl. Right, I'm just gonna have to move this around. But essentially, you get two dumbbells, but I'll just show you the one. You'll be leaning over forwards over the bench, and then from here you let your arms sort of hang, and then from there you curl. All right, and squeeze. All right, you can do some, and that's a good little variation for you. You know, if that's something you want to do, if you're limited, you're at home, you only have dumbbells. I mean, there are about like 4 or 5 different variations. You can do like 2, 3 sets each, do a couple variations in there, add it in. You know, I'm telling you, you train hard and intense, then you're gonna see results. As well as your diet's in point too, you know. You won't get anywhere if your diet's not on point. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are a few different variations of dumbbell exercises that really help work that bicep. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, guys. If you can, smash that like button if you liked it. Stay safe, guys, and I hope to catch you in another video.